So I wanted to make a quick video for a second. I feel insane. Like genuinely insane. I feel like, and I know a lot of you out there feel the same way, that you're the only person with a brain in today's world. Everywhere you go, all around you, it is just idiots. I'm not trying to be mean. You know, I guess it's a lack of common sense. I mean, I think you see it, at least I see it the most with people driving. The arrogance, the stupidity, the only thing that comes to mind is idiocracy. Like, and I know a lot of people use that comparison, but it's 100% accurate. Like, I just came from the supermarket, and there's two in the same area where I live. There's two. One is they're basically, you know, an eighth of a mile apart. One's over here, and the other one's on this side of the road. So I go to the one usually that's less crowded. Sometimes I have to go to both because one store doesn't have something that the other store does. So instead of go food shopping in one store, I have to go to two. But that's besides the point. So I have a fairly new truck, 2023 Tacoma. Try and keep it as nice as I can. And I know this is a guy thing. Guys tend to park all the way out, you know, in no man's land. Girls it's a guy thing. Can't explain it. It's just a guy thing. So, park pretty much all the way far as I can. Not even in the middle of the parking lot. I'm all the way on the outskirts against a back curb. Sitting there, you know, just daydreaming, thinking about life, how shitty and hard life is. And just as I'm about to grab my bags, because in New Jersey, if anybody doesn't know, you have to bring your own bags. Or you have to buy bags in the grocery store. Don't even get me started on that. So, just as I'm about to open the car door, I see at the corner of my eye this person pull right next to me. And not only right next to me, they're on top of me. Like, if they were to get out of their car, there's no way they could get out of their car without slamming their car door into my truck. So my brain wasn't computing for a second. So before rage took over my brain, for the first 5 seconds, I'm thinking, this has to be, before I even looked over, my brain is comprehending, this must be somebody I know that's fucking with me, or something along those lines. So my brain kicks in, I look over, it's a older guy. Not that old. I'm 46. I know I don't really look 46. But he's probably 65. Totally clueless. Like, I'm not even there. The car's not parked there. I'm not there. I'm invisible. So my first thought, did I die? Am I here? Am I dead? Thinking I'm driving my car, or maybe I'm driving my car in heaven or some alternate reality. So I'm now rage is building. My face is getting red. Veins, I can feel veins, you know, vibrating. Because you got to remember, I am all the way out. There is no reason, unless this is somebody I knew, to be parked right next to me. On top of me, no less. So as I am growing redder and veinier and starting to sweat, I am continuing to look at this guy, trying to get him to look at me. Never does. He's fiddling around with keys, change. I don't know. I have no idea what he was doing. He proceeds to try and get out of his car. Then his brain kicks in. His brain was not working until that moment. I assume. Right? Finally, he looks up and goes like this, does one of these, you know, kind of an old guy thing. So I am raging, about to rage, very red in the face. So I roll down my window. He has his door half open, so I know he can hear me. And I said to myself, in about a split second, I can either rage out on this guy, which I tend not to do because I'm a kind of a peaceful guy. I do have a temper at times, I will admit. But I'm all about nature, very much a loner. Can be very quiet. Just, I'm chill, right? Now, if somebody pisses me off to a certain point, then it's pretty much Incredible Hulk time. I tend to black out sometimes. Jokingly. But I do have a temper sometimes, so in my head I'm going, you know, let me just try the nice approach first. So I rolled down my window. I said, hey buddy. I said, you're a little close to me. And he pretended not to hear me, of course, because that's what these type of people do. They pretend they don't hear you. I could have a megaphone. Literally, a megaphone. Hey! Little close to me! They would still pretend they... I don't... Is there somebody there? Nobody there. I don't see anybody there. So he pretends to not hear me. He pretends to ignore me. Now I'm getting redder and more angry. So I have 3 days off. I'm trying to enjoy my weekend. My girl is away for 3 days. So I have the house to myself. I'm going to go kayaking. I'm going to go fishing. I'm trying to have a relaxing night. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to... this guy is clearly mentally challenged. I would like to use another word, but I will not. So I just put it in reverse and just backed out of there and just moved to the other side of the parking lot. There has been times I've gotten altercations with people. Funny enough, it's usually older ladies. I've had more confrontations, and I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4", 225, 230. I'm not a small guy by any means. And I can have an intimidating look. I even know that. But I've had more confrontations, if you want to call them Karens or just insane people. They're everywhere. Insane people are everywhere. Dumb people are everywhere. But that's besides the point. So I parked to the other side, and I went into the store, and part of me is gonna say, I see this guy in the store. I'm gonna go up to him and be like, "What are you, a fucking piece of shit? Like, what is wrong?" I just dropped it, and it's very hard for me to do that, but I did it. So my whole point of this rant, or whatever you want to call it, is just you assume that these type of people do these things. Your first assumption is this guy's got to be doing this on purpose, right? There's nobody this dumb. There's nobody this unaware of their surroundings. Oh, but there is. There is millions of people unaware of their surroundings. There is millions of people that have no idea what they're doing or where they're even at. I know it's very hard for you and all of us to comprehend that. But there is, everywhere you go. That's the whole point of this video. They're everywhere. No matter what state, wherever you go, they're everywhere, right? They're like ants, termites, I don't know, something along those lines. So the whole point of this is this guy had no idea that he was doing anything wrong. He had no idea that not only did he park right next to me, he parked 4 inches from my door and he could not get out unless I moved. That's another reason why I moved before he even tried to get out, because he would have clearly dinged my car. So yeah, that I just wanted to get on here and just, you know, just watch out, people. Watch out. I know I don't have to tell you, you know for yourself, they're everywhere. The amount of zombies and people unaware of their surroundings, and what baffles me is that they really have no idea that they're doing anything wrong, and that's the scariest part. It'd be one thing if these people were doing this on purpose, which some people do. I'm sure there's a percentage of that, but the majority of people out there, they have no idea that they're doing anything wrong. And that is truly, I think, the most terrifying part. So until next time, y'all stay safe, and as I call them, try and avoid the unaware zombies. Catch y'all later.